But when we lay down, we're not really resting because we're picking up our phones and we're scrolling, and our brain isn't resting. Our brain doesn't rest. I believe that a good majority of the world could use a good dopamine detox, an instant gratification detox. Peace. I just felt called to make a video. I haven't made one in a while, so here I am. Yes, I still got my Christmas tree up. It is January 12th. It's not bothering me, so I won't bother it. Lately, I've been physically resetting and spiritually upgrading. It's a lot of work to like stand still physically, but like go full speed mentally and spiritually. I mean, it is very energy taxing, but it might be even more energy taxing than it is to physically move, because in this stillness, I've still been feeling movement. I'm working on my vocabulary. It's a big word for me. But seriously, I have been focusing on a dopamine detox. This is something that I've done about like 3 years ago, I want to say. And essentially, it's not like I'm cutting all types of dopamine from my life. Like, I feel like that would be impossible. I just have to like kind of stand still and do nothing. But what I'm doing is cutting out those quick instant gratification activities. So like watching TV, scrolling endlessly, even smoking and drinking. And I've been cutting back on those things. And like I said, it's not like cutting it out 100%, that'd be impossible and that'd be unrealistic. Also, I'm not like a cold turkey type of gal. I like to ease myself up off of things and give myself grace. So that's what I've been doing. So what my dopamine detox looks like is just cutting back on those things a lot more and giving it less energy than I have been giving it. So I've been creating more. I've been, tapping into my spirituality a bit more, doing some readings, just chilling in my silence, sipping on my tea. I got some Earl Grey with some oat milk and some raw honey. Solid. It is now 10:20. I took a nap and woke up at 8:30, so I'm gonna be up for a little bit, especially with this Earl Grey. But 5 a.m. club, right? But yeah, just detoxing my dopamine because I felt like I lacked enjoyment in the things that I used to do. Like, I sat down to mix a song or to like create a beat, and I started losing interest very quickly, actually. And it's actually something that I really love. And I knew I wasn't losing love for it. I just needed to reshape my approach on my gratification. And that just meant by taking time away from how quickly I am being satisfied by something. And, scrolling is the top thing that I was partaking in and just kind of like getting me through my depression and helping me cope. The smoking and the drinking picked back up. More so the smoking picked back up. I'm not really like a drinker for real. Like, I like wine a lot, so I could drink wine here and there and be fine, truly. Yeah, ever since I started smoking and realized that it wasn't for me anymore, it started to become a challenge for me to let go of it because, like, I'm a very mental person, and it took a very good grasp of my mental and my subconscious. And I let the doubt feed into me. I let all the thoughts that weren't mine tell me that I needed it, tell me that I wasn't good enough, tell me that I might not be on the right path, or maybe that I am better off just, And I'm being real raw and vulnerable here. I wouldn't be anything else with myself and with anybody in sharing my story. Just like picking back up on that habit within the past couple of months and gaining that gratification from it, I started to lose my interest in a lot of the things that brought me life, that made me me, who I am, and were a very big, or are, present, are a very big chunk of my fulfillment and my enjoyment, the things that bring me back to center, the things that fuel my inner child, that fuel my spirit, you know, food for the soul. So I just been like going out less and doing more, opposite of that Drake bar. I have not absolutely been doing less. I have been going out less, and I've been doing more inside and reconnecting with my inner child, like actually doing the things that I used to do when I was a kid. So I woke up one day and I was like, you know what, I need to dopamine detox. And then that night I went to sleep and I was like, tomorrow, this is the beginning of my week, I'm going to cut back on my hours and my hours of screen time. And actually, we're gonna see what the screen time is at for the week and how much it went down from last week. So I actually did pretty good. My screen time went down 19% from last week. And last week is when I started my dopamine detox. And I'm still on it. Like, it's not something that I just wanted to do for a week. I'm genuinely detoxing all of the activities that just bring me instant gratification without real reward for a goal of life, building a lifestyle of actually enjoying those small mundane tasks that we overlook and that we think are like hobbies or like things that we just kind of fill within our day. So I'm actually really proud to see that. And I knew it would, because like it really wasn't much for me to like put down my phone once I got fed up with my own shit. And that really is what it came down to. It's just me being fed up. Like I was just tired of like wasting my time. I was tired of like spending 5 out of my 12 hours that I'm awake, maybe 16 hours that I'm awake, I don't know. But if you think about it, if you're asleep for 7 to 8 hours, and then you wake up and get your day started maybe within like 2 hours of being awake, you don't have much time to work with if that day you work or some shit. I don't know, I'm going off on a tangent. We're just gonna maybe cut that segment out, or maybe I keep it in and you see how far off I could go. But I stopped myself pretty early there, because I kind of remember where I was going with that. Or don't. Let's just start a new thought. Time. Yeah, I did get back to my thought. It wasn't that far off. I just wasn't spending my time how I wanted to, and it wasn't helping me build the lifestyle that I genuinely want for myself. I would see signs from the universe. I would see literal quotes and messages. I would see so much alignment within my speech and what the universe was showing me simultaneously, where I'm just like, dog, like, are you not seeing? You're seeing this. Are you gonna ignore it? Because I'm a heavy signs person. Like, I'm heavy on the, was that a sign? That was a sign. It could be the smallest thing, but like, it just applies. When it applies to you, why not see it as a sign? The universe will speak to you oh so clearly. And ever since I started like listening to it and paying attention to the signs more and actually acknowledging them, what? And actually acknowledging them, I started to see them more and actually saw real results in my actions. And I saw them come to fruition. I saw them manifest into my goals. So yeah, May 2025 is when I saw like just a switch within myself, and I really just like noticed my bad habits, noticed the things I would do to myself, to other people, whether it was intentional or not. You know, I don't ever do anything out of ill will, but that doesn't mean I can't do any harm. And I started to notice that, and how I could hurt people that were close to me, and that's not something that I wanted to do. That's not something that I want to do. So in that moment too, I was fed up with my own shit, and I just chose to do better. I chose to provide myself better so that I could provide my loved ones better, and even strangers, just by being kind, just by showing myself more love, more grace. Self-tender loving care is what I like to say. But yeah, within this detox of dopamine, Look at my cup. You're perfect. Yeah, that's what I was saying to myself, honestly. Just the way you are. Yeah, I was saying that within this dopamine detox and the stillness that I've been placing myself in, moments like this and just like appreciating my own presence a lot more, and those silent moments. I've been connecting with myself a lot more, and it's been feeling really nice. Just being able to like be zen more than I was less zen, trying to like connect with other people and put myself out there so much, and retracting myself from the world and like giving the world little doses of me. I actually found that I don't like to put myself out there 100%. I actually am like more zen than I am like expressive in a way where it's like energetically expressive. Like I'm a very intense person, so you feel me regardless. But I mean, like I can be really goofy and silly, but I'm more so like that when I'm around people because like people bring that out of me. I am silly on my own, but like more so I'm kind of like this, like I'm like a walking lotus flower. Yeah. So I'm very grateful for, you know, just the realizations that the universe has allowed me to make within myself. Shout out to my peers, shout out to my loved ones, shout out to strangers that have given me messages along the way. Shout out to the crows that I've been seeing, like almost instantly as soon as something happens, and like I just hear a crow in the distance, and then I see. There's this one time, and I forget the instance, but I was walking up to my parents' crib. I'm walking up the steps, and I just hear a crow, and I'm like, no fucking way. And it's just like going. I'm like, where is this? I walked to the back of the house, and I'm looking, I'm following the sound, and I followed it, and I finally like laid eyes on it. It was at a tree, a high-ass tree, and as soon as I locked eyes on it, it literally instantly flew off. Like, it's like it just wanted me to see it. It just wanted me to see it. And it was so, like, monumental. And there's been so many monumental moments in my life recently where, like, I just got to give it up to God. Truly. Thank you, God. And thank you, self, for, like, truly believing in me. I never gave up, even when I felt like it. There's moments where I allowed those thoughts to, like, deter me off track and take me out my square, take me off my focus. But like shut up. I had to tell him, shut up. Like, and I just started laughing at him. So, yeah, that's my message for the day. Maybe take a dopamine detox. I feel like we all need one, to be honest. Like, we're just constantly like taking in new information. And the thing about rest is that it's not just physical rest. When we think of rest, we need like sleep, or we need to lay down. But when we lay down, we're not really resting because we're picking up our phones and we're scrolling, and our brain isn't resting. Our brain doesn't rest. I believe that a good majority of the world could use a good dopamine detox, an instant gratification detox. I don't know, maybe try tonight, or after you watch this video and you've gotten this far. If you've gotten this far, I appreciate you, for your time, your patience, and your attention, and just like listening to me speak very slowly and calmly and softly into your ear. But yeah, maybe after this video, you take a dopamine detox yourself, and even if for a day you try it, that's okay. You showed up for yourself, and I applaud you in that very nature. Like, shout out to you. You'll really see, like, if you really do try it, let me know. Comment, or you could DM me if you have my number. Text me and let me know if the dopamine detox does help you, and it helps you feel more zen and bring you back to yourself, because ultimately I've shared this message and my vulnerabilities with you so that you could work through your emotions too, because how I'm feeling, a lot of y'all are feeling. Otherwise you wouldn't have clicked on this video, and otherwise you wouldn't have gotten this far. So thank you for having that commonality and feeling me and having empathy, understanding where I come from. And I understand where you come from too. So You're never alone. Send you all my love, peace and positivity, peace and serenity. Y'all have a great day. Stay safe out in these streets and inside of that mind. Peace.